Make sure you guys can see me okay. Hear me okay. Okay, perfect. Let me get my stuff set up. Good afternoon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. As you're coming on, please share and invite. And I got some, make sure you can, yes, it's probably gonna drive me crazy, so I'm gonna have to pull it back in just a second. Let me see how that works. You can hear me okay? Please let me know if you can see me okay. I have the camera turned around. And as you can read in the title section, we are going to talk about the great exchange, power connection. The Lord gave me this about a week ago. So, as you're coming on, oh yeah, that looks, y'all can just excuse me for a second till I get this hair together. And then we will get started. Get your Bibles out today. We're going to be in the Word today. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I didn't put my earrings on. It's for all of you women out there. You feel naked without your earrings. I feel naked without my earrings. You understand how that feels. So. And typically I have the camera turned around. But today I have it so you can read my shirt. I'm a 5'4" girl. You have to go get a shirt. You actually have to go watch the video. It was during the Sent One Masterclass with Apostle Cole and Apostle Travis Jennings. And it was such an apostolic moment, because apostles sent ones are to build up and tear down. They're sent to build up. They're sent to increase. And in the moment when Apostle Travis Jennings was talking about, y'all a 5'4" girl, and then Apostle Cole, aka Dad, said, man, you need to put that on a t-shirt. And he had it in 30 minutes. And so I was like, can we get it in pink? And look, I got it in pink. So go get you a shirt. Go watch the masterclass, Sent One Masterclass with Apostle Travis Jennings and Apostle Cole, and then go get you a shirt. We are going to be talking about the great exchange. I'll give everybody a few minutes to get on. Make sure I'm looking all right today. We are still in quarantine. We are still at stay at home. And as you can see, we have Wingfield Academy still going on. So we're taking a break as I can get this word to you. Thank you so much, Natasha. Thank you. Yes, Ella, go get the shirt. It's so... listen, I'm a 5'4" girl. You're a 5'4" girl, and you definitely have to get it. So, what's the shirt, Prophetess? Where can I get it? I'm a 5'4" girl. You can get it on Apostle Travis Jennings' Facebook page. I think it's in his on his church website, but Apostle Cole has it posted. He has it posted. If you're friends with Apostle Cole on his private page, he has it posted, the shirt posted on his page. So you can click the link and you can order your shirt. It's fantastic. So, as you all know, we are talking about the great exchange. And like I said, well, let me introduce. I'm so sorry. Let me get it together. My name is Shanika Wingfield. I am one of your lead servants of Contagious Church Charlotte. I lead alongside my husband, my handsome husband, my fabulous husband, Apostle Reggie Wingfield, and we are Contagious Charlotte. And so I don't have any announcements other than get ready for the Rise of the She-Ro with LaJohn and Valora Cole. Well, actually, fearlesswomenglobal.org is putting on the conference in July in Tampa. I don't have any other announcements that I can think of. So if you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, subscribe to our channel as well, please, for Contagious Tampa and Contagious Charlotte. Instagram, the website www.contagious.church. and you'll get all the information that you need so we can get into the word. Yes, get you a shirt, get into the word. Yes, I got it, Adrian. And so it came on Monday. It got here quick. I think I ordered it the same day he posted it, and then it got here on Monday. Okay, so we are talking about the great exchange. And I was up just in the bathroom, just in the mirror, and I heard Obed-Edom. And I was like, ooh, okay, Lord, Obed-Edom. So for all of you Bible scholars, all of you people who understand, when you hear Obed-Edom, the first thing you think about is the ark. And then the second thing you think about is how they were blessed, or how Obed-Edom and his entire household was blessed because of the ark was there. And so I just kind of sat in that for a little bit, and then I just heard power connection, and I was like, okay. So with me, the Lord always has me to dig into the word, and although there's really not much history or much explanation about Obed-Edom, only that his entire household was blessed. But I started in 1 Samuel. So if you can just go with me for 1 Samuel 4. And we're just going to trek along from 1 Samuel 4 to 2 Samuel 6. I'm not going to read everything, but I'm going to teach you on today. I'm going to give you the history behind the Ark of the Covenant. And so you know that the Ark of the Covenant, what it represents, really starts in Exodus chapter 25, when the Lord told Moses to build an ark. And the ark is the most instrumental symbol of worship, of God's presence, of our faith. And you have to understand just the different the symbolisms of each component of the ark and what it represents. The angels that are covering, always willing to do the work of the Lord. The mercy seat, the things that are in it. The mercy seat is where God dwells. It tells us in Exodus 25:22 that the Lord really hovers over the ark when he hovers there, because he wants us to meet him there as he gives us instruction, right? And so it's so important that you get into the mindset, as I'm talking to you today, understand that the ark is a physical thing, but I want you to understand today, as I'm teaching, the ark as a spiritual thing, a supernatural thing, because it's your power connection. My God, I don't want to get all stirred up. Apostle Reggie gets stirred up in 2.1 seconds. The Ark of the Covenant is your power connection. It's the great exchange. If you don't have it with you, my God, then you're not connected to the power source. There's no exchange of power. And before I get ahead of myself, the mercy seat is where God dwells. That's the top of the ark. He hovered over it when the priests were present, and when the priests weren't present, he wasn't hovering over it. So I want you to connect with that on today, and know that when you are always in the presence of the ark, when you're in front of the mercy seat, then the glory of the Lord is always present. So supernaturally, if I carry the ark, my God, around with me all the time, I'm always connected to the power source. I always have a great exchange of power. And then when I leave it, then I'm no longer connected to the power source, right? And so we know that manna and Aaron's rod was in the ark. And what that represents is that his people, I want you to take a note of that his people will always have provision. They will never go without. And then Aaron's rod, his rod blossomed with the almond flour. And so it really tells you that God's given his approval. So if you're always carrying around, supernaturally, the ark of the Lord, then you always know that you have God's approval. You always know that there's provision, and you always know that presence of the Lord is there. If somebody can type that in, because that was a rhema word and I don't want to miss it. If you supernaturally carry the Ark of the Covenant around, you are always connected to the power source. You have provision with the manna. You have God's approval with Aaron's rod. You have his instructions with the tablet, and you have his presence. My God, if somebody please can write that down. I am always connected to the power source when I carry the Ark of the Covenant around with me, the supernatural Ark of the Covenant around with me. And so we know, as I said in the beginning, that Obed-Edom was blessed. His whole entire household was blessed because the Ark of the Covenant was there. But this is what I want you to understand also on today, is that this is what happens when you allow the enemy to come and steal what rightfully belongs to you. Because in 1 Samuel, starting in chapter 4, the Philistines captured the ark and they stole the ark. They thought that if they would take what gave the Israelites so much power, so much freedom, so much praise, if they stole it, then they will also have that. And then for a smidgen of a moment, they had they defeated the Israelites, but it gave them some arrogance and some pride, believing that if the Ark of the Covenant was with them, that they would be defeating everybody, that they will have victory in everything. But we also know that that just did not happen. In the chapter 4 of 1 Samuel, it talks about what happened with the Philistines when the Ark of the Covenant was there. And so when things start happening, when things start going awry because you are in the accompaniment or around certain things that does not belong to you, I want y'all to catch this. Bad company corrupts good character. If you around things that doesn't give God glory and honor, you have to check what's falling around you, what's not surviving around you. My God, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I want to walk y'all through this. You know, the Philistines captured the ark, the death of Eli, Hophni, Phinehas, and his wife, and then so much death and destruction happened around because the Philistines were not the chosen people. We went from the sent one to the great exchange. You are the sent one. The great exchange, the power connection lies within you. You have to carry around the supernatural ark so you are always connected to the power source. And so in 1 Samuel chapter 5, we know that the Philistines was like, okay, I got to get this ark out of me, away from me. I got to get this away from my people because so many things is happening, death, destruction, plagues, and all this. So in 1 Samuel chapter 5, 6 through 12, the ark, this story, this cracks me up more than anything because the god, little g, Dagon, the people of Ashdod and Ekron thought that they can put the ark of the Most High God around something that was demonic and his adversary and believed that it would grant them fortune, fame, favor, and all of these things. And so every time they would go in and the Ark of the Covenant is next to Dagon, the little god, it would be falling on his face. It would be on his face. So you have to understand when when things are around you that does not line up with the word of God, if they're starting to fall around you, do not pick them back up. My God. You carry the supernatural ark of the Holy Spirit, the most holy one. And when things that are not connected to the power source, when they are not connected to the great exchange start to fall around you, don't be dismayed. Let them fall. Because in 1 Samuel chapter 5, the ones who worship the god Dagon would pick him back up and then he would fall again. So you have to know when the Lord starts allowing things to fall around you, it's not always the enemy, but it's the Lord telling you that they cannot be connected to the power source. My God. Oh, Jesus. And then after it was disrupting Akron Ashdod and Ekron. Sorry, I'm just too excited. It moved to Gath and Ekron. And then there was tumors, there was plagues, it was all kind of manner of craziness going on, and they were just fed up. They was like, we got to get this ark back to the Israelites. Have you ever been around people in a company, in family members, friends, and saying, we got to get this person out of here. We got to get them away from us because too many things is going on. I can't drink my liquor good. I can't smoke my cigarette. I can't cuss like I want to. I can't do these things because you are there. That's the great exchange, people. That's the power connection. If people can no longer do things that are not of God because you are around, that you know for sure that you are connected to the source. So in 1 Samuel chapter 5, towards the end, they was like, we got to get this ark back to the Israelites. And then 1 Samuel chapter 6 talks about they are sending, and this is the crazy part. They're not only trying to send it back to the Israelites, but they got diviners and witches and warlocks, and they was like, what are we doing? What can we do to get this Ark of the Covenant back? And send guilt offerings along so we can tell them that we're sorry for stealing. Okay, just if you can give me just a second. Sorry about that. So, when they were trying to figure out how to get it back to the Israelites, they was like, we got to do whatever we can do because too much is going on, too many things is happening. And so they got it back to the Israelites. And we know, and to make a long story short, when we get to 2 Samuel chapter 6, it talks about how the Ark of the Covenant came back. And if you guys know this story, you know David became king. David was king of the Israelites. He wanted to take the Ark of the Covenant back to the Azariah. Come in here. Back to the city of David. And you know he wanted the Ark of the Covenant back in the city of David. And he danced. And what I want you to understand, have a seat. What I want you to understand is that the Israelites praised the name of the Lord. They were so excited. They were so excited and boisterous, and they worship and they praise the name of the Lord. Every time they were in the presence of the ark, they did all of that. And so David knew that if I get the ark back into the city of David, not only will my household be blessed, but the whole entire nation will be blessed. All of the Israelites will be blessed once the Ark of the Covenant is in the middle. And so this is 2 Samuel 6 verses 12. It says, now King David was told, the Lord had blessed the household of Obed-Edom and everything he has because of the Ark of God. Because of the Ark of God. I want you to get that on today, people of God. Because of the Ark of God, they were blessed. Because of the Ark of God, they were blessed. And so if you catch on to that today, you will know if you carry around the supernatural Ark of the God, you will be blessed. You will have favor. You will have more than enough. The power connection, this is what the Lord said to me. He said his heavy hand, death, tumors, and afflictions were all on the Philistines, Ashdod, Ekron, and Gath, and they all were the enemy of the Israelites. So if you see the Lord's heavy hand, death, tumors, affliction upon something because they are surrounded by something they are not supposed to have, then you know that there's a disconnect somewhere. He said, but the ark of the Lord brings power, praise, protection, victory, safety, assurance for his people. We are his people, called according to his purpose. So you are connected to that power source. You have more than enough. Look how powerful the physical ark was. It parted the sea, the Jordan Sea, so the Israelites can walk around it. When the Israelites walked around the streets of the streets of Jericho for the walls to fall down, they carried the ark. Can you imagine what will happen in your lifetime if you continuously carry the ark of the Lord? My God. The ark in the middle of the nation is what David wanted, so his entire nation could be blessed. How powerful of a connection that is. If we are connected to the power source, the great exchange, everything around us will be blessed. Everything around us will have favor. But we have allowed the enemy, just like the Philistines, Ashdod, Ekron, and Gath, and so much more, come in and steal the very thing that God has called us to be and do. And it's just like a cell phone charger. In my car, I have a two-port charger. I cannot put in my Android and the iPad charger in the same thing, because those are two different types of power sources. An Android and an iPhone are not compatible. So when I plug them in together, it says one thing or the other is not charging properly. My God, catch it today, people of God. The great exchange is a power connection. If I have my Android phone and my iPad in the same power source, it is not charging. You have to understand, once it is correctly connected to the power source, that's when you get all your power, all your energy, all your favor, everything that you need. But you have to be connected to the power source. His presence is there. Manna is there. Aaron's rod is there, because he gives us provision. He gives us instruction. The tablets are there. He gives us instruction, and he gives us his presence. So I'm not going to be, this is it. I want you to know that in order to have the great exchange, you have to have a power connection. You have to have a power source. You have to be connected to the Lord. The Ark of the Covenant is your supernatural knowing that if the Ark of the Covenant is with me, if the glory of the Lord is with me, if his presence is with me, I'll have instruction, I'll have his presence, I'll have his power, I'll have his approval, and I'll have everything that I need. Everything that I need. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on today. This has been another episode of Contagious TV. If you haven't heard, I didn't have any announcements today except the Rise of the Shiro coming in July. And please follow us on all Facebook. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic Wednesday.